Developing news out of New York City, the situation turning ugly and dangerous for police. 2 officers shot dead today execution style. Who shot that Waco weatherman? He's still on the loose, but police turn up the heat, doubling the reward. We begin with developing news out of New York City. Ugly tensions directed at police taking a deadly turn this afternoon. 2 officers in Brooklyn were shot dead, execution style, while sitting in their patrol car. Officials say the gunman fled into a subway station and then killed himself. A law enforcement source tells WNBC-TV the gunman posted an angry, threatening message about the police on social media. They also report he is believed to have shot and injured his girlfriend in Baltimore before going to New York. His motives aren't clear yet. We'll have the very latest tonight on KXAN News at 9 and 10. Police say a man running from them after a possible sexual assault died during a high-speed chase in South Austin. Before dawn, APD received a call about a man fleeing the scene of the possible assault in a black Cadillac. Near Slaughter and Manchac, they spotted the car. After attempting to stop the car on Ditmer Road, police say the driver tried to get away and crashed. Austin fire officials blame an early morning apartment fire on ashes left in a smoldering fireplace. Just after midnight, AFD says a 3rd-floor balcony caught fire at the Deerfield Apartments on Brody Lane near Davis Lane. Everyone made it out safely, but 6 people are homeless because of heavy water damage from the firefight. This blaze cost around $60,000 in damage. A silver alert tonight for a missing 83-year-old woman from Austin. Layla Turner was last seen around 10:30 a.m. at a home on River Oaks Trail that's near Breaker and DeSau in northeast Austin. Authorities say she was driving a maroon 2007 Mercury Grand Marquis with license plate BH8N 563. She has a cognitive impairment and her disappearance could be a threat to her safety. If you see Turner, call Austin Police. Christmas is just 5 days away, and tonight thousands of families today are now looking at a merrier Christmas thanks to Austin Police.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everyone!
Their annual event, Operation Blue Santa, delivers packages to families across Austin. They've been collecting donations for months with a lot of help from you. Volunteers picked up the gifts this morning and delivered them to families.
The utter surprise that she had, and that even though she couldn't speak very much English, she still understood the meaning of the gift and that it really meant a lot to her.
That's what Christmas is all about, giving to others and not expecting anything in return. That's the best part of Christmas, right? That big hug, that big smile, that big heart that's opened up to share with others.
Organizers say they've easily served more than 5,000 families, providing gifts to over 14,000 children. Blue Santa began in 1972 with 2 officers delivering a trunkload of gifts to folks on their beat. A gift for you. The Trail of Lights is back open again tonight. You saw Friday's pictures. Early morning rain made a muddy mess at Zilker Park. If you purchased a pass for last night, trail officials will exchange them for Saturday or Sunday evenings. And remember, if you head out to the trail, snap a picture and send it to us. Download our new weather app and send it to us through the reported feature. North Korea says they are being framed for the cyber attack on Sony Pictures. North Korea's state-run media insists U.S. officials should present concrete evidence before pointing fingers that they would not conduct terror against innocent moviegoers. And anyone who continues to blame North Korea will face serious consequences. Yesterday, the FBI tied North Korea to the hack after Sony canceled its film release spoofing an assassination attempt on leader Kim Jong-un. Now Sony says it may release that film on some other platform. After historic news this week, the U.S. would restore diplomatic ties with Cuba. Today, their leader, Raul Castro, insists Cuba will remain communist and the U.S. better respect it. Castro addressed his National Assembly earlier today. U.S. officials will visit Havana in January to start talks on normalization. President Obama promises the U.S. will push Cuba on human and political rights as they negotiate in coming months. It can get rough out there on social media. A young 27-year-old Florida woman is charged with slapping a 72-year-old woman who denied her Facebook friend request. Rachel Hayes faces a charge of aggravated battery on an elderly person. Police say she became furious Wednesday when the woman told her the name she uses on Facebook is inappropriate. That Hayes slapped elderly woman several times, then got back inside her house and locked the door. In Tacoma, Washington, a 6-year-old girl who survived her own cancer scare is making Christmas a little brighter for other children now going through the same thing. Dryden Shirks, her brothers and sisters, are delivering 700 gifts to the cancer kids at Mary Bridge Children's Hospital. Dryden got the idea to become a little elf entrepreneur after sitting in this hospital for 2.5 years, battling leukemia. She remembers.
Did he help with that?
Getting tons of pokes and walking inside the kids' rooms and saying, "It's okay, don't be scared." I'm collecting toys for the kids that are sick in the hospital on Christmas.
Dryden even had a gift for her doctor, a picture book showing everything she's done since she's got out of the hospital 2 years ago. In Sarasota, Florida, this week a man set the record for the oldest golfer to make a hole-in-one. Gus Andreon ought to be good at it by now. He's been golfing for 90 years. Gus is 103 now, but he still golfs 3 times a week, proving you're never too old for a little aggravation. His partners say it's tough to keep up with him on the course, and don't think he was rattled by his hole-in-one. That's his 8th. His first ace was back in 1939.
I never had a bad day at golf. Golf might be bad, but it's not a bad day. It just happened to be lucky because it just happened on that day, and I think went upstairs. Don't forget, golf's a game. You enjoy that. Good or bad, you're doing it.
His buddies say Gus isn't quite as long of the tee as he used to be, but he's deadly from 150 yards and in. And all golfers know that's where it counts. Jim Spencer will have your work week forecast next.